Many months ago, we have heard of the name of the game Pokemon Stars, and that is a tentative name for the next Pokemon games which are rumored to be coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Pokemon Stars was said to be the name of the third game to Pokemon Sun and Moon, like Pokemon Platinum to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And this game was rumored to come out onto the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo's newest console, which is a home console portable hybrid. And the Pokemon Company themselves did confirm that they are releasing new Pokemon games on the Nintendo Switch, but they didn't confirm if it was going to be a main series experience like this Pokemon Stars rumor sets out to be. But in this video, I'm going to be speculating on, will the next Pokemon game be coming to the Nintendo Switch? If you really think that Pokemon Stars, an upgraded version of Pokemon Sun and Moon, is going to be the next Pokemon game, will that be coming out on the Nintendo Switch or the 3DS? This is a widely debated topic amongst the Pokemon community, and there are several reasons for and against Pokemon Stars coming to the Nintendo Switch. First of all, I have to point out that Pokemon Stars is not a confirmed thing. It's just a rumor. So Pokemon Stars could not even be a real game at all. But regardless of what the next Pokemon game is, will it be coming to the Switch? Well, I have some reasons why and some reasons why not that I'm going to be covering in this video. I think one of the most obvious reasons why it would be coming to the Switch is because of the better graphical capabilities of the Switch. The Nintendo Switch at its roots is a home console, and yes, it can be taken on the go, which is another thing that the Pokemon Company likes. It loves its games to be portable, but people have been wanting a Pokemon game on a home console for a long time now, and it's because of the better graphics that it will be able to have. We'll be able to have a main series Pokemon game in HD for the first time on the Nintendo Switch, and it'll still be portable, which is the goal of the Pokemon Company. The Pokemon Company wants you to be able to take these games on the go with you, to take your Pokemon with you on the go so you can play it wherever you want. So for the Nintendo Switch, not only will we get these better graphics that the fans have been wanting for ages, but we'll also get the amazing portability that the Pokemon games have become synonymous with. That is one of the big reasons that Pokemon should be coming to the Nintendo Switch next. But another reason is that the Switch is already looking good on sales at the moment. The Nintendo Switch is breaking all sorts of records for Nintendo. Nintendo has said that the Switch is breaking records for them every single day in terms of sales, and that's great for Nintendo, which means there's a lot of Nintendo fans on that system, and Pokemon is Nintendo's second biggest franchise, which would be really good on the Nintendo Switch, I think, if it already has a large user base like Nintendo is saying. So this all looks good for the next Pokemon game to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, but there are also several reasons why it won't be coming to the Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Company changes systems quite often during generations. It switched from the Game Boy to the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance to the DS to the 3DS, and currently the 3DS is the home of Pokemon. The already existing user base of Pokemon games is on 3DS systems on the moment. Pokemon fans have purchased a 3DS to play the Pokemon games on the 3DS. And as evidenced with Fire Emblem Echoes, Nintendo is still making games for the 3DS. And since Pokemon is so attached to the 3DS right now, I think that Pokemon Stars, or whatever the next Pokemon game turns out being, would really benefit from being on the system which Pokemon fans have already purchased to play these games. Another reason why I don't think it's going to be coming to the Switch is because the engine for a Pokemon game is already made for the 3DS. To make a Pokemon game in HD, the company would have to develop an entirely new engine for the game. But if Pokemon Stars would be the next game that's coming out, they could just use the existing Sun and Moon engine. Now, I don't know anything about game development, but I'm sure it's definitely easier to use an existing engine than to create an entirely new one for a Pokemon game. Now, this last reason isn't as strong, but I just wanted to point it out anyway. There's two screens on the 3DS. Now, the Wii U had two screens as well, but obviously the Wii U didn't sell too well, and it's not portable, so that's why Pokemon Company didn't put a game on there, but the Switch only has one screen. Now, this isn't a reason why a Pokemon game won't be included. After all, before the DS, all the Pokemon games just had one screen, so it doesn't mean that it can't be that way. Plus, the Nintendo Switch screen is much larger anyway, so it wouldn't really interfere with much. But that is something you have to consider. The 3DS does have the two-screen experience, which the Pokemon Company has been attached to for over a decade now. They've really embraced that and tried to utilize its capabilities. Now, it's not used too much outside of battle. I think it's only minor distractions that the touchscreen is really used for outside of battle, but during battle it's very useful because you have that whole battle scenery on the top screen, while on the bottom screen you'll be able to mess with your moves and stuff like that. But on the Switch, I still think that it would be able to do that. I just wanted to mention it just as a consideration. But those are the main arguments for if the next Pokemon games will be coming to the Nintendo Switch or not. Be sure to leave in the comment section below if you think Pokemon Stars is going to be the next Pokemon game, or do you think it's going to be a Diamond and Pearl remake, or even Generation 8 being the next Pokemon game. Now, I think if it's Generation 8, it's definitely going to the Nintendo Switch just to start the new generation, but I doubt it's going to be Generation 8 at this point. I think that has to be a second game in Gen 7. Do you think it's going to be coming to the Switch, or is it going to be staying to the 3DS? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace out.